Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horror.
Hey guys, if you're watching this, you're watching it with ads. We appreciate the support of the show. If you would like it without ads, head over to patreon.com/@someofthisiSbad. That's patreon.com/someofthisiSbad. And what are we doing over the Patreon?
We're just having a lovely time. We do some cute Zoom date interviews. So if you want to come talk to us, if you want to experience all of this without any ads, find us on Patreon. We have a good time. We have fun. Just us girls.
Honestly, I live for the Patreon. If you guys aren't a member already, then you can find our Discord where we do Dick Pic of the Week. Yes, that's right. We're bringing that back.
Oh, I'm ready for that, baby.
We do Some of This Is Live, so you can check that out if you haven't checked. If you go, what would this show look like live with chaos?
I mean, it's exactly that, chaos.
Well, you'll find that on patreon.com/someofthisiSbad.
And I'll be in drag.
Also, I think the lighting's nice, but we can bring more. I brought more.
I can also turn the overheads up if you want.
We're not going to want that.
No.
That is actually, I've made that mistake before.
I trust you. If you think if the lighting's good for you, the lighting's good for you.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. I think you're wrong about that. I don't know why you're comparing yourself to Jelly Roll. Is that because he started?
Maybe the better person to compare myself to is Meghan Trainor, also canceled her tour.
Okay,
so
but Demi Lovato just sold out Moody Theater.
True. That is true. I just think this go around it's been a lot more like begging people to buy tickets than 2024. I didn't have to lift a fucking finger. Like I barely Austin I promoted a lot more than others because we had to move to we had to move to the Paramount. But like those other shows like Dallas and stuff like that, I did not.
Have you done AI ads yet?
AI ads?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
It's basically a agent that is constantly looking at the analytics. Oh. So Facebook algorithm is one thing, but then you have another thing that sits on top that basically does it better.
Fuck no. I've been having a human being do it like a fucking rube.
I know. And I go, and that's so nice. But why isn't that human also using the Claude?
Yeah.
I go, she wants to have that job, and I want her to keep that job. I assume it's a girl.
No, it is a man. It is a straight man.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's not using or he's using it and he's not telling you it.
He probably is using it and he's not telling me because he doesn't want me to know that I could cut out the middleman.
For sure. But, you can do, there's people that are better at it than others, but I think that everyone's so afraid of saying or admitting that they use AI.
For that, I wouldn't give a shit. It's not like I'm not replacing an artist. I'm replacing a data scientist.
Yeah.
But and also, did you see that Microsoft came out today
and they apologized?
Well, no. They're no longer using AI to replace programmers and developers because it's too expensive. Because the AI makes so many mistakes, they need the humans anyways.
Yeah.
To go back over and check their work. So they're deserting. They're giving up on using AI for that, which I think
what they've done is now that they use a programmer to solve to train the models, and they realize that they jumped the gun way too fast.
Yep.
And so now they're we're using smart people to inform on the AI. So you're basically training the person who's going to take your job. But also, I always think about the Roman Empire. You know what I'm talking about? I'm always going, can we please bring it up?
Yeah, you're so straight acting. It's amazing.
I'm crossing my feet.
That is true. But not you're not full
but I
you
will.
Want to be.
And I will.
You want to be.
And one day I'm going to be comfortable enough to do that. I just walked in here. I didn't know. Can I cross?
No, that thing of how gay guys can't sit in chairs normally, that meme or that stereotype that we can't sit in chairs normally. I believe that psychosis is brought on by all of us trying not to cross our legs. We want to sit cross just like this.
Uh-huh.
That is where we all want to be at rest. But because we've all been so traumatized by doing that as young boys. Now we're constantly just sitting like,
Yeah, I'm actually more comfortable. I'm a lounger.
yeah.
I mean, I'm very much like if this was a rest, I'd be hanging off
Yeah,
of it. You
yeah.
know, there's that.
Oh.
I actually think it has to do with how much rope your balls have. You know, if there's no rope, I'm gonna squish, and I'm not interested in squish.
By rope, you mean like slack? Like how
Slack
loose,
of the rope.
How loose the bag is?
How loose the bag is.
Gotcha.
You know, is there an ability to switch positions? Because, you know, if you got your horse by a little by a tight rope, that horse is gonna be pissed off when you squish it.
Yeah. No.
The horse is gonna try to run away.
I see you. I guess I've just never had the ball real estate to. That has never been like an ever-present danger for me. I'm willing to admit that. This is part of the reason why I will never do steroids.
Because
I don't have the ball real estate to give up.
okay.
Like I'm holding on for dear life for the amount of balls space that
I'll say
do
that I have a regular size house, but there's no driveway.
Yeah, whatever you were trying to communicate to me.
No rope. No.
Got it. I think I like I rarely have complaints about my dick. I love my dick. It's a pretty dick. I famously have always said I'd rather have a pretty dick than a pretty average dick than an ugly big dick. I think.
Yeah. I also
the dream.
I do not want a big dick. I guess I was gonna have sex with this guy, and a very good friend had sex
Friend
with him
of
the
the pod.
weekend before to like test it out. You know, go like, is this gonna be fun as a threesome? And he said that his dick was so thick that he could only fit the head in. So then I was like, okay, well then I better prepare, right? So then I got the biggest dildo in the entire fucking thick world. And I thought, what a nightmare. This person's going to die alone.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this isn't for someone. Like,
That is for someone who wants to be fisted all the time.
Yeah.
And like, this is easier. I'm also in the same boat. It's such a production. I'm also, not to brag, medically tight. And no matter what, it's
a doctor
production for
said
me.
that?
Yes.
A family practice?
No. My gay ass GP, Dr. V, shout out.
Said, and how did they break the news, or did they
There's
just
like
go
there's an actual condition, but it's just the ring around. It's just getting in.
ring around the posy?
Just getting in, baby.
Okay.
Once you're in, you're in. But getting in is tough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like a Harry Potter tent.
I know exactly what you're saying. I just
It looks small.
and then you get in and you're
And
like,
then you-
oh my god, I love magic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
magic. That's do you interesting. Does that affect you or your life, or is it just the sex?
Yeah, it affects my life because I get injured a lot. I tear a lot.
Yeah.
And the older I get, the less inclined I am to bottom at all because of it.
Yeah.
And it's funny, the prescription that I was given was
A dilator.
no. My doctor took my phone, brought up Amazon, brought up a 3 butt plug set, and he said, here's what you do. You buy this. You take the biggest one, take it out, throw it away. And and then like the night you want to, or like in the hours before you want to bottom, you use the small one and then the medium one.
What shape is it?
It's regular butt plug shape.
Because there's a Instagram called Bottoms Digest, and they take clips from my podcast and they just fucking flame me for doing the wrong butt stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and I was saying I wore a butt plug for a month because I thought it was going to stretch me out. You know, just
It
like
doesn't?
regular. No, because again, like the doorway is really important, and so when you put a butt plug in,
it doesn't really fuck
Yeah.
with it.
So you
got to
get a cone.
Yeah.
you got to get a cone.
Yeah,
or those
yeah.
glass ones that basically
I
keep it
have
open.
the glass
You have the glass.
ones. Yeah,
Is
I
that
have the
what
glass
the
ones.
doctor?
I don't remember if he specific. This was years ago. I don't remember.
You have a lot of
where
male
or
staff.
why. What's that?
A lot of male staff. I'm going male ticketing person, male doctor.
Yeah. I
just a
just trust men more. Quite frankly,
I don't trust them at all. I prefer an all-female team.
I have my medical team is gay doctor, gay physician's assistant, lesbian physician's assistant.
Okay.
And
And
they're
do they
great.
work together?
They all it's sort of in a rotation. I get whoever I get.
Oh.
And I like it that way.
Interesting.
And
So
I
you
love
don't
when I
know
get Asia, the woman.
Asia?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not Asian.
I didn't think so because that is, you know.
It would be a little bit of a hat on a hat.
Yeah, a hat on a
honestly,
hat.
yeah.
That is the word I was looking for. And we'll call you White. My name's White.
Wait, going back to, because I want to go back to the thing we were talking about before we started recording.
Rope.
Is no, but connected is the part of the reason I am unconcerned about dick stuff is because my nudes have been out there for so long, and like the reviews are mostly good.
The views are mostly good?
The reviews are mostly good.
Yeah.
And like, but the problem is that they first leaked in 2017-ish on Mail General, which is an offshoot of the one that you're dealing with, LPSG.
They did get taken down.
The LPSG is way easier to get your shit taken down. They operate like a real website. Mail General is like 4chan. It's like really crazy.
I mean, if you really want somebody's nudes, you're going to be able to find it. I just don't know why the people are out there going like, to me, it's if you're looking for nudes, sure, fine, go like steal my nudes. But don't give a psych breakdown. Like, Colton's really going through it today. Here's a picture of his hole.
That is the thing it's the fucking like commentary that goes along with it that is so frustrating for me. And it's not even like, okay, so of all, the nudes that continually leak are still the 2017 nudes. And I'm like, guys,
there's new ones.
There's new ones. I'm not using Grinder albums. I'm sending them out with reckless abandon. There's videos out there. I'm begging them to be leaked at this point because I'm like, it's already out there. I did Industry. My flaccid dick was all out on HBO, which, you know, I would like to remind everyone a flaccid penis can look like anything. And
can look like anything?
Can look like anything. But like, it's so frustrating that the new ones won't leak because I look so much better. My ass is like 3 times the size. The dick is the same. But like the commentary was the weirdest part.
If the ass is bigger, it's gonna make it look smaller. It's like putting a penny next to your hand.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's proportions.
I don't think
if you have a fat ass, the ass gets bigger and bigger and bigger, your dick is gonna look smaller and smaller and smaller.
I don't think that's true. I think you're about to be on that Instagram account again. Clip it.
You're gonna come for me, Bottoms Digest.
No, the thing is about Bottoms Digest is they should be coming to you with love and like humility. There is no such a sex education for us. How the fuck are we supposed to know this shit?
Right.
There was no Bottoms Digest when we were coming out.
Yeah, there wasn't a chapter for bottom. Like I didn't even realize people did, but like in health class, they were like, don't get chlamydia. You know, like herpes looks like this, and they'll have a slideshow, whatever. No, they didn't even tell me what kind of. I think they were like, anal is like the most dangerous thing, and never do it because it's not worth it. And I went, okay.
And that only made it seem more appealing to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not me.
Danger.
I did like the drug part though. I was like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's like, I've never had a drink in my life. I'm like, then I don't think he should be teaching this class. Right? I remember thinking like, then what does he know?
How did that come up with your teacher?
I mean, the people that never had a drink in their life, they tell you.
That is
They
true.
tell you.
They do love
And
to
I mean,
grow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I saw, and I learned the consequences at an early age. You go, lucky you. Oh, lucky you. Oh, somebody didn't waste their 20s. Lucky you. I didn't meander in, identity for a while. I actually was remembering I lived in San Diego and when I came here, because it's like flashback, because I haven't been here in so long.
San Diego, famously the Florida of the West Coast.
Oh, I think it wants to be.
Well, does it? I don't think. In fact, I think that is going to be clipped, and I will be attacked for saying that.
For saying that.
I've been attacked many times by people from San Diego for saying that.
Oh, people from San Diego? I go, you don't have an opinion because you're such a fucking moron for living in San Diego. And I think that. No, I think that because they have to convince themselves it's a great place because it's really fine at best.
I mean, it is a beautiful weather. Beautiful weather down there.
Is it half the year is like cloudy and they're like it'll burn off, don't worry, we love it here. They all walk around going we love it here. They're a fucking cult.
Yeah, I've never spent much time in San Diego. I will say though, I have it's just like so many DL military guys. First of all, that is what you're dealing with. I've been there for Comic-Con before. I've worked Comic-Con before, and that's a nightmare unto
Do
itself.
they come out to you?
The
DL, I mean, for me, my experience with DL military guys is people on Grindr, and it'll say something like off base or something like that.
yeah.
But do they come up to you at Comic-Con and be like, hey, I saw you on Industry, and I really just felt like
this was
safe.
This was well before
I saw you
industry or
on
anything like
Comedy Central, and I thought, this guy makes me feel safe.
I would feel unsafe if someone came up to me and said, I saw you on Comedy Central. That would put me in a defensive position immediately. What
like,
are you doing watching that?
Oh my God, 2017, my nudes,
Yeah.
it's you.
No, but I just remember one time we went there for my friend's 30th birthday, and we rented like 2 adjoining houses together on the beach, and we went out to play beach volleyball. And yeah, we were gay guys in a non-gay area playing beach volleyball. And yeah, I was in a Speedo, which didn't seem that radical at the time. But the way people would walk by and be like, good for you guys. Don't let anyone tell you you aren't okay. Like literally like so much like, I'm going to call it benevolent homophobia.
Okay, yeah.
They were just like
they meant well.
They meant well. They were like, like good for you. Like, yeah. But it just was like, we're just trying to exist, man. You're the one. Like, no one else. Like, you're not. Who are you defending us from?
Yeah. No one's attacking us
We're
right
just
now.
playing volleyball, man.
Yeah. The nude volleyball beach, Blacks in.
yeah.
I used to live right by there, and I just always been like, the most confident people, like they're not gonna get a sand rash on their pecker. Did you ever get that?
I have never gotten a sand rash on my dick, but I've never played naked volleyball before either. And I would if I did, because I am back row till I die. When I played in high school, everyone was always like, Joel, go after anything.
Okay.
And I've carried that on into adulthood.
I feel like you gotta rotate.
Right.
Okay, good.
But I was always like very good in the back row because I would dive.
We didn't have a male team.
Oh, really?
No. I think it was because it was gay.
Yeah, no, volleyball is so the two gayest sports to me, and the gay people who come out of it, it's very clear which school of thought they came from, is volleyball because you don't have to touch anyone. Mm-hmm. That's a big part
But
of it.
you also famously have to be ready in a squat position.
Exactly. And then wrestling, where it's like, it kind of is like, so it's like the purloined letter. Like, it's like, well, it's so obvious that no one would think I'm gay.
Yeah. The singlet is so gay that only somebody who is straight would wear that
it.
because it's not gay.
Yeah. But
Have you ever been offered to wrestle?
Yes.
All the time?
I've done it.
You've done it.
I've done it. Yeah.
I've my boundary is I will come and wrestle you if you provide the singlet.
You don't own a singlet?
A wrestling singlet?
Yeah.
No. Do you
Really?
have one in the bag over there?
I do.
No way.
I have one in the closet right over there.
Okay. I just
Yeah,
meant
I have two.
in your Goodwill bag. Not
No,
Goodwill.
I wouldn't be giving them away.
Do you keep them like jerseys? I still have my high school soccer jersey, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it to a nephew or something one day.
Man, I wish I had any of my. I played basketball in high school, terrible. And let me be clear, this is not me trying to like impress anyone. I was really bad, but you don't grow up in Chicago in the mid '90s and not love basketball
Yeah.
and try and play it. But I do wish I could get that jersey because it would have been really a funny artifact to have.
That's my problem. Is I go, oh God, I'm gonna want this in 30 years, and then in 5 years, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I know. I'm not a keepsake person. And the only keepsakes I appreciate are the ones that are funny now.
Like?
Which the basketball jersey would have been funny now. But like, I don't need a lot of things. Like we very like half-assedly at our wedding, like put out a Polaroid camera with a book to like take a picture of yourself and write us a message.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that at weddings before. And then like we put it in a place that no one walked by. And so at the end of the night we had like 5. And I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I really don't care about this.
Yeah.
I did not need this.
No, and you know, it's only fun with like your grandma once.
Yeah.
And then I saw my dad do that once. Although my dad did grow up in the 80s, and he wore the shortest shorts with crop top. You know, you've seen the pics. And I remember seeing the pic and be like, huh. So it's okay if you wear short shorts. He goes, well, it was fine back then.
It is so weird how the cycle changes and shifts, because we're kind of living through this right now. Because like, I remember actually I was in Austin maybe a year before that tour where you featured for me. I was in Austin wearing shorts like below my knee.
Yeah.
And all these gay guys were like, oh, look at you trying to be masked. Look at this guy. Oh, he thinks he's so masked wearing these baggy shorts. Like, oh, mask patrol over here with his baggy shorts. And I was like, this is what gay guys in Brooklyn are wearing right now. You will be wearing this in 2 years. Like, this is actually the faggiest thing I could possibly be wearing right now. And like high inseams are actually very straight now still again. Like, I actually see a guy in... or shorter shorts. The shorter the short, the straighter I think you are actually now.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess it's LA
Fashion wise, like
then it goes back. It's like a parabola where it's like gay again if it's a speedo. That makes sense.
Yeah,
the gay parabola.
The gay parabola.
The short. I mean, you know, talk to me about a correlation. I'll get into it, but and suddenly I've crossed my legs. I go, God, I can't be doing that. 2 years from now, you won't be crossing your legs either. I mean, people in Brooklyn, they're man spreading.
No, the other thing that bugged me about Austin, sorry,
I don't own it, and I don't get a commission for every compliment.
I met this gay guy who threw a party there who was telling me, he's like, oh, and my party's great because I make everybody submit their Instagram profile before they can buy a ticket. And I was like, well, that actually sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're telling me this is a selling point, because that's not the way to create a vibe.
Yeah. I make everyone submit their LinkedIn profile so that I know that.
No. Yeah, for me, I guess I'd like to see everyone's Twitter.
Right.
Or not that. See, even that could be too visually based. I would like everyone to write an essay before you're allowed to buy a ticket to the party.
Or a little selfie video.
Yeah, make me a cameo.
Dance. I mean, actually, you could do whatever you want. In fact, I would not limit you, because then I'm putting...
Actually, yes. No, it's sort of like the finale of Drag Race Season 12.
That's right, and we've all seen that.
We're going to give everybody a budget, and you create a video. I'll play. Like, do whatever you want.
Yeah. Was it good?
Represent yourself however you want. It was good, actually.
Yeah.
And I think, I think that's a really... Like, you have 30 seconds to prove why you belong at this party, and let that be whatever it be. And maybe some guys will just do like body shots of them naked. Maybe some guys will perform slam poetry. Maybe some guys will do a little bit. Maybe some guys will do a little character.
I don't know why, but
dance.
I know exactly what I'm chugging bananas.
Chugging bananas?
Yeah, just eating just like as many bananas as I can in 30 seconds.
And that would get you into my party.
Right? Because no one, who else did that?
No, because it leaves you with a lot of questions.
Right?
And you're going to want them answered. And so I'm going to need you at the party.
Hey, will I be there for long? No. I mean, usually, it's probably going to be too loud for me anyways.
You're not a party guy?
If it's...
You've never done Splash?
I've done it.
Okay.
And I used to do it a lot more when I was doing subs. Yeah. When I wasn't injecting the things. Yeah. But for me, I just don't. I'm working on it, because I actually long story short, I sorry. I haven't come up with an elevator pitch for this, so maybe help me with this.
Okay.
I'm trying to create this short because they've heard it, but I was doing a show in Kansas City. I was watching the Tyra Banks episode. Started crying, and then someone
The Tyra Banks episode?
documentary.
Yes, thank you.
And I was crying, and then someone goes, "You can't cry in the showroom," and I was like, "Oh, of course," which is crazy. I was headlining, so it was fine. And it was also, a hamburger Mary, so it was again fine.
Yeah.
But I put it down deep down in my soul, and then I went on stage. It was fine. And then 5 a.m. I woke up, and I was like, I was raped in Paris. Now it was something I didn't know for like 12 years. And then I remembered that I used to dance a lot.
Keep going.
And I realized like I hadn't really danced since Paris. And so I was diagnosed with CPTSD, and it's kind of just been like learning to live in my body again, which is nonverbal communication. But if it's loud, then I feel like I have to exist in my body, and my impulses don't live in my body. So now I'm like putting myself in situations where it's all nonverbal communication.
Okay.
And so I want to go to Splash, which is this weekend. Did you know that?
It is this weekend. I think one of the most like evocative, beautiful things you've ever said is, "I haven't danced since Paris." And I know it's trauma. But I want to write a movie now.
Right.
Like, I haven't danced since Paris. That's really sad. I'm sorry that happened to you.
I think to me, it doesn't live in sad. It lives in more interesting, that something can happen in your life and you don't know about it for 12 years. Yeah. Or like your brain specifically goes, we don't actually know what happened in Paris. Yeah. And actually, we don't really dance anymore.
That's interesting. I experience that on a much smaller scale when I'm not on my meds, because a part of being bipolar and experiencing hypomania or mania is you black it out a lot of times. Mm-hmm. So actually, when I was on that tour, the last time I saw you, I don't remember being in Vancouver.
At all.
I don't remember.
You don't know the city Vancouver.
I mean, I've been there many times now, but like and before that, but like I don't remember the show. I remember like very fuzzily getting in a screaming fight at TSA with a woman. Don't remember what it was about or how it started or why it was. And that was like one example of it. I mean, I've literally, when I've been on medicated, like gotten in a fight with my husband and then woken up in a hotel room and not known how I've gotten there. Because apparently, like in my state, I've like said like I need space. Yeah. I'm going to check into a hotel. I just need a night, and then don't remember doing that, and then I'm just bummed and scared. Why am I in a hotel? Yeah. I don't even remember the fight.
It is interesting that is my impulse too, of like, I need space, pushing away, and then suddenly, it is a protective mechanism that ultimately ends up with you alone.
Yeah.
and then that sucks, and then you go like, maybe I will fix this then. Yeah. Because alone does feel safe to me, at least. But then, ultimately if your brain is just constantly figuring out ways to go alone, then you're just like, where the fuck am I?
I just like don't like that I did, like, it would be one thing if I because I still, now that I am medicated, I will sometimes have the impulse to be like, I need to remove myself from this situation. I'll go away. I just like appreciate remembering making that decision.
Yeah.
Rather than being terrified.
Yeah. It does, the agency.
Yeah.
I did make this choice. It was the wrong one, but here I go. But I did it.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the other thing that happens when it's a really bad episode is that like I become so hypersexual, I will fuck so many people in a day. And not remember them, and this does come back to bite me.
Yeah,
this does come back to bite me many times. In fact, this past weekend in Palm Springs, it happened where I was like talking to a guy, introduced myself, had a full conversation with him, and then like pulled up Grindr. We were at an after party, and we had a full conversation, and it was like the last message I sent was on my way up. And I was like, and I had to go back to him, and I was like, I am so sorry. And the thing is you don't want to drop the bomb on them at the after party at 7 a.m. That,
Yeah.
like, the reason I don't remember having sex with you is because I'm mentally ill and I was experiencing a hypomanic blackout during the time we were fucking. But also, like, you do want to tell them that because you don't want to just seem like a fucking slut asshole who like, has sex with so many people he doesn't remember.
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't mind because I experiment with, am I into this thing? Am I into that thing?
Right,
But it's like, it becomes a thing that like you go, I forgot that I tried that. And for me, that person, like that person just thinks I'm that guy. And I go, okay, that's fine. And I don't need to change his mind because then I'd have to go in the past and I'd have to remember him. But I've had people straight up tell me like facts about myself. They're like, yeah, you were telling me about your dad and you grew up in the army. I go, okay, well, that checks out. He clearly does know me. I was monologuing at this person. So I have to trust everything they say now because their memory is clearly better than mine. So I have to default to theirs.
Yeah.
I actually default to my husband's memory. I go, do I know that person? And he'll go, yes. I go, okay, great.
I do that. Well, actually, this is actually scientifically recorded phenomenon. You store memories in your partner at a certain point. And I do this all the time is I will there will be certain things that we experience together that like it somehow my brain just knows like he's got this one. And like Google it.
Okay. Does it have a
don't
name?
Trust the AI summary. Do your own research. I can't remember what it's called, but like, yeah, that is a thing. And like, I don't know if you agree with this. It's the best part about being married or in a serious long-term relationship is the constant having someone to introduce to the person you've been in a conversation with
yeah.
for a while, and that you're supposed to know their name, but you don't know their name.
Oh, somebody did it to me the other day. I go, oh, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. They go, what's my name? I was like, okay, well, that makes you a fucking asshole. Goes, no. You said it was so good to see me. I was
Wait,
like,
but here's the distinction, though. Could you tell them something you had spoken about?
yeah. Oh, yeah. I go, dude, come on. You were telling me about your baseball facts. And
Exactly. That is so much more important than remembering someone's fucking name. I'm sorry I don't remember another gay Matt. There are 27 million of you, but I do remember standing in the line for the bathroom talking to you about your mom's cancer. Like,
which one did you want?
yeah,
Would
isn't
you
that more
prefer-
meaningful?
Yeah.
That I remember that than I remember Matt.
I feel like Shakespeare nailed this, and we just keep on forgetting what's in a name. It's like, okay, we all read the play, but no one took notes because you're too busy fucking jerking off under the desk. I was assuming that we were all in high school.
You thought that was a shared experience?
Well, where did you guys do it? Above the desk?
You were
Crazy.
jerking off under the desk during class.
I wouldn't call
completion?
it. I wouldn't call it jerking off.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
call it like I was hiding with a notebook, and then I realized the notebook felt pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you guys have a fun story, a question, a
Quandary.
a crazy thing that happened or a small thing that happened, if you're a lesbian driving across country and you want us to know you drive a Subaru, that's something someone has texted before, and I love you for it. You can email us at someofthisbad@gmail.com, or you can text or call us at 512-981-ORAL.
Do you feel like there's so many positives to being married that I like, but for me the biggest one was like he loves me so much that I actually had to become like I was like, okay, well, he loves me more than I love myself. And so maybe I could at least match. I could take care of the person he loves because I love him. So I'll take care of me for him.
10,000%. And it's actually become a thing where I've had to really get better about not doing it just for him and figuring out, like, this is the therapy of it all, is that, like, it's actually, like, he doesn't want me to do it just for him. He doesn't like hearing that.
Because it feels like pressure for him.
Kind of, but also, like, he wants to know that, like, if something should happen.
Oh my God. My husband brings that up all the time. He
Yeah.
he showed me where the documents are. He got us life insurance. Like, he is so worried about me if something happens to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I float, baby. Well, don't worry. I go, I'm worried about you.
You've got a long list of people to pick up the slack.
I go,
The slack.
the rope.
The rope.
I go, honestly, you probably should get me, what is it? What did the Catholics do? A godfather?
Yeah.
A godfather.
A godfather.
Chip, I need a godfather.
But
Not like the Italian one.
That's not how, I don't think that's how they function, generally speaking, in Catholic society. They're not another older gay man that will take care of you. Sexually and otherwise.
I need to be willed somewhere else because I'm like in a conservatorship of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an official one. We just kind of have an agreement that there's not a bunch of responsibility.
Right, you get to do your little podcast.
Yeah, just like he's having fun over there. Look at him dance. He hasn't danced since Paris. My boy.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I wonder what my new dad's gonna be like. Like it's gonna be so fun. But
Yeah, do you have uncles? Do you have step parents? Do you have in different cities?
I have real family, yes. But I know.
Do you have chip replacements at the ready?
I no. I mean, sure,
Yeah, you have to say that
probably.
because you're on camera, but yeah.
No. I mean, I feel like there are people that would want me to move in that don't really know what that means.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I go, okay, I really appreciate that you, but I feel like I have to like constantly like warn people, be like, it's like, I'm
not-
going to be.
Yeah. The packaging does not.
I brought the
match.
package outside, but then it rained. Like that does make sense. I know it doesn't sound like it does, but it does make sense.
Yeah.
It's like wet paper sometimes.
No, it's what's that song, MacArthur Park? I brought the cake out into the rain.
You singing a little bit?
No.
Okay. There's a cake in the rain.
Yep. Nailed it.
Yeah. MacArthur Park.
Yeah.
That's in New York? Do you miss New
That's
York?
in LA.
Do you miss
MacArthur
New
Park
York?
is in LA. I do and I don't. New York is the greatest city in the world, no question. I'm not going to argue that with anybody. It requires a lot of energy to live there
Yeah.
that I no longer have.
Mm-hmm.
I love getting to visit. This is my thing about New York versus LA has always been that New York is so fun to visit, very difficult to live. LA is very easy to live in, very shitty to visit.
Yeah.
At times, if you don't know people, because the thing is like New York, you can throw a rock, walk 5 blocks out anywhere outside of your door, and there's something interesting to see, eat, do, whatever. Culture. LA, if you don't know where to go, you're at Chipotle again. Because
I had In-N-Out last night.
Yeah, no, I mean,
because I just
listen,
went, where do I go?
this city is not a city. It's a series of strip malls connected by highways with bits of culture in between, and it works for me. I love the life that I've built for myself here. Mm-hmm. But like,
Oh yeah, we're in Joel's house.
yeah, but like, it is not the same like pace of life in both good and bad ways as New York. I find, and it's a little more isolating. Like I just find that like it's a really good place to be in a relationship. It was really lonely when I was single.
Okay.
Because people.
How long
don't-
was that?
I lived in LA from 2019 to 2021 single,
Okay.
and then
I mean, that was pandemic too.
yeah, and so I guess that's not fair. I guess. Oh, I was really lonely in 2020 in LA. But even still, no, actually, that is fair because I went to New York the summer of 2020. And it was like I was not on Gays Over COVID or anything like that. But New York at the time,
Wait, they
people
formed
were
a
out.
group?
What's that?
They formed a group? Gays Over COVID?
Oh, you don't remember this Instagram account?
Oh no.
Literally any gay guy who went on vacation or was gathering or doing any sort of
They were just doxing them?
Yeah, they were.
It was a dox
they were-
account?
Yeah, they were posting them, and then at the end of the pandemic, they pivoted to being an anti-mask account, an anti-mask measure account that were pissed post-vaccine that we were still required to wear masks indoors some places. It was a weird pivot.
Yeah, it is funny to see the remnants of the people still not over the pandemic.
It's well, especially the gays over COVID thing. I'm sort of like, listen, I was very locked down.
Same.
I was not on the sinking ship in PV. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, I also wasn't.
But that
like,
was the day I stopped being locked down. I wasn't on that ship, but I was like, wait, they're
okay,
right.
if they're doing it. But my thing is like the shaming. I just think it was less about like virtue and like actual moral outrage than it was about like people being fucking stuck in their house, bored as hell,
Yeah.
resenting the fact that other people had different boundaries and obviously cared at a different level than they did. And it's just like, I get it. Like, but the fact is that like our country did not do the things structurally to make it easy or like possible to stay home for a lot of people.
Like what?
Like they did not like make it easier to like there were no like there was no UBI, there was no like, you know,
Ubisoft, the video game company?
exactly. But no, like you look at countries like fucking Australia and New Zealand that really fucking knocked it out like early days. It was a collective decision of everybody to do that. And we just, no one could get on the same fucking page. Like Florida, I don't think ever shut down.
I don't think so, no.
And it was just like, okay, so it was really hard, I think, for certain people to like put themselves through hell just when you look outside and no one else was doing it. And the thing is like, yeah, I managed, but like, I'm not going to judge somebody else who couldn't do it. It was hell.
Yeah. I
lost
lived in
people-
Texas, so I didn't fucking,
Right,
you know, none of them, I looked out the door, I went, all right, I guess where none of us are.
And listen, like, I know people, my dad fucking died of COVID. Like, I get it. I was not thrilled with, like, people not taking it seriously. But the fact is like, everyone needed to take it seriously or it was pointless. It was theater otherwise. Everything else was theater. How did we start talking about COVID in the year our Lord 2026?
Oh, because you were lonely.
I was lonely. Yeah. But the danger of being in a couple in LA is that like we have now had to be really intentional about getting out of this fucking house and seeing our friends, because it is so easy to just sit up there, smoke some of our West Coast weed and watch one of our programs or play a video game and never leave this goddamn house. In New York, I was so desperate to get out of my shitty tiny apartment. I was out and about every single fucking night.
I think about that I just got a roommate and it wasn't like a necessity, but I was like, I think it's good to kind of like make a bad home. I think it's good to not want to be at your house. Like, I understand why you'd want a sanctuary, but I also go like, you know, I don't know. I need a fire in my ass. I need a carrot. You know what I'm saying? I need both.
Totally.
I will not only do stuff that's good for me. In fact, I famously always do stuff that's bad for me. But if something hurts really bad, like, oh, fuck, I don't want to see him. Bye. Guess I'm going to go work.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the thing I said I was going to do.
It's so true. It's so true. I mean, it's why I went to so many fucking open mics. Like, I'm a much worse comic than I was when I was living in New York, because it's so much harder to motivate myself to go up in this city than it was in New York.
I didn't book a single show while I'm here because I'm like, what? I'm going to drive 50 minutes for 10. No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that part.
For like 8 people that are on their phone, like no.
In New York, I was going up like 3 times a night just because it was like, again, throw a rock. There's a fucking open mic or a show or a bar show or something like that. Actually, I don't know if that's true today. I think the pandemic really did kill a lot of shows everywhere, in LA especially, and in New York also. I've heard that every time I go back, it's like the scene has changed, and I do think that like we've exited the golden age of stand-up comedy. For 100% we have, because I do think that like there used to be so many of us. Like when I was still an open micer in New York, we would wait like hours to do 90 seconds of material because there were too many people. And now I don't think that's the case because
It is in Austin.
It is?
You'll see lines of people.
Well, that's because you got the big man there, and I think that's inspiring a lot of people probably to try.
It is an interesting cast
I don't
system.
think it's the same. I don't think it's the same in New York or here, certainly, as it was.
I don't
back in the
know.
day.
I don't know. I mean, when I go to New York, how could I? I was never actually. I mean, I definitely did some open mics in New York City, but now when I go, it's like, I don't know why, but they do appreciate somebody traveling rather than a local.
Always.
So you can just you can book way more shows if you visit. So what is that? I don't know what that is, but
It's always been true. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just people are not super especially when you're a comic who's producing and booking and performing on the show. It's just like, okay, I've booked all my friends now at this point. Mm-hmm. Who else is there? Oh,
Yeah.
finally. It's new face on the grid on Grindr syndrome. It's like, okay, I fucked all these people. Oh, yes, you're a 7, but you're new.
do you have a radius rule? Because we've had to come up with just rules that we'd never. My husband and I have all right, we can do. You're not. I feel like the one I said that we just set up is I don't call other people daddy. And I go, that actually for me totally fine because it's such a like we said earlier, I don't want that guy being that one moment where I'm just a fuck me dad. I don't want to be the fuck me daddy guy. So I go, I don't have to be that. But now it's he's more comfortable if I'm out there topping, and I go, that's fine too. But do you guys have any rules of proximity?
No, proximity has not ever been a part of the equation for us. We had a lot of rules at the beginning. I will say that I don't find that certain mainstays of no sleepovers, that kind of thing still are in play. But we found at the beginning that rules and setting rules and expecting them to apply and work every night is just it doesn't work that way. Because here's the thing is I would often do something that wasn't technically breaking one of our rules, but it might hurt him because of whatever the situation that night and however he was feeling. But then he didn't feel like he could talk to me about it because it wasn't breaking a rule. And so now where we've landed is that it's just constant level setting. Because I could be at a party bopping around, sucking dick, making out with guys, and he could be like, thank God he's off my hands. Take him.
That's how I feel. I'm
but then it could be the same night, same party, same conditions, same everything. But because of whatever kind of day he's had, whatever kind of feeling he's feeling, he just needs me to be his husband that night.
Yeah.
And so then I'm okay, and then I do that. And it just requires every single night we go out, we talk about it. And I'm where are you at? How are you feeling? Is this okay? What are you? And then afterwards we talk about it. And here's the thing. I am famous. I don't think non-monogamy is better than monogamy objectively by any means. I think it's whatever works for you and your partner. If you've landed on something that works for you and your partner, then Godspeed.
Hey, I'm not going to tell you to wear a mask.
Exactly. But
what I'm saying is I don't have to have everybody think like me.
Yeah, no. But my thing is I do think that me and my husband talk and communicate about a lot of uncomfortable things that a lot of monogamous couples, I think, avoid talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it is weird. And because everything's already out in the open, it's just easier for us to communicate through some of these more awkward or difficult things, and it's crazy because I just don't know that this is not a universal thing, but many monogamous couples I know have absolutely no 360 perspective on the health of their relationship because they have one line and they're as long as I don't cross that line, we're good. As long as I don't do that, then we're healthy and fine and good. And they're not thinking about anything else because they've got that one line set. And I think that is where I think monogamy is not slapping. But, many people, in fact, I would say the majority of people have figured it out.
Uh-huh. What are the there's those top 2 reasons for divorce is it infidelity and money? The most stressful topics?
Seems believable to me. Yeah.
But for me, I mean, we've never been able to talk about money at all. But as we've been able to have the conversations about open relationship and like navigating like kink words and shit like that, talking about money is like, it's less about, it's less about like resource control and power. And you're like, this is actually a relationship where we both want to win. We both want to come in our money goals. Right?
Yeah,
like, does this feel good? Does this feel good for you?
We actually really just started getting into that. Is what people ask all the time, because we just got married New Year's, and people are always like, oh, has it changed everything? What's changed?
Yeah.
Like, how's it changed? And of course it's like nothing's changed. Our relationship is still our relationship. I will say that like it did make me think a little bit harder about like the financials of all of it. And we have gotten more in depth talking about it, in part also because this has been a really tough year for me professionally. I'll be real honest. Like,
What?
it is.
Scrubs didn't pay you a bunch of fucking money?
It did pay, but like also like it's not
Enough.
consistent work.
Oh.
It's not like people I think my career is going a certain way because I want them to think that, and the social media is working and my PR team is working overtime. But it is in fact been quite a slow, difficult year comparatively to years before it. And it's been the first time where we've really had to sit down and be like, okay, we're in this together, I guess. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah.
And that has been more difficult than any of the conversations we've ever had to have around like who he's fucking or
Yeah.
I'm fucking.
It is, I mean, but it's
Because the stakes feel
together.
higher to us.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, we bought a sugarcane field and we realized, and we were like, and then the crop was bad. So we had to replant. And it's just one of those things where I just a fun first experience where I get to go like, God damn it, the crop didn't come in this year. Like it was, but I had to quit Lifetime and work out of LA. Like there's so many like fixes to all the problems, but just again, like not crossing that one line. It's like, there's so many solutions that if you just have that one line in place, then you won't consider the other very blaringly obvious solutions. And so it becomes like, what do we want to do? What do we want to make? What do we want to own? What do we want to like do, instead of how do we cut all of our budget?
Right.
You're spending too much at Walmart. I'm not.
Dark sentence to say.
Jesus Christ. Bananas cost less at HEB.
In this room one time, so you can kind of see it, I think, in the framing of me. But this wall is like where I've put like a lot of my like career highlight shit, like my album cover and stuff like that. And my husband hooked up with someone in here one time, and he was like getting dressed afterwards, looking at that wall, and the guy was like, "Wow, you're a really big fan of Joel Kim Booster, huh?" My husband was like, "You have no idea."
You have biggest fan, probably.
Yeah,
probably the biggest.
Probably the biggest fan.
Yeah. Does he work in the industry?
He works in video games. He's a video game producer, so it's actually the best possible option because it's adjacent. He's a story producer for video games, so he's very creative.
Okay.
But he does not work in the industry. And his industry, unlike mine, is very recession-proof. Because you know what people do when they don't have money to go out? They stay home and they play video games.
Okay. I was thinking about that because I just feel like there's an impending recession about to happen.
Oh, I think we're in it, babe.
We're in it?
I feel like we're in it.
Are we in it, or is everybody saving because they think it's coming more?
Yeah. Listen, I'm not an economist, not to shock you.
Okay.
It just feels like everyone's struggling right now.
Yeah.
Globally,
Yeah.
universally, financially, spiritually, emotionally.
I've heard people being like, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
And I go, so weird, because I've never been better. And I go, I'm sorry, I'm unrelatable again. I go, oh, I wanted to relate. I'm miserable too. And that sucks. It sucks. And I want them to feel better, but I go, what are you doing about it?
Get up off your ass and work.
I know. I don't know.
For once.
I'm not saying that. I love it when somebody doesn't have a job. I go, how are you still alive? Yeah. And I think that's so cool that you're still alive. Because no matter where you are in life, you are still alive.
It is one of those things. I was just like talking to my friend, and we were like, well, I got my first job at 14. I got my first job at 14 too, and I've been working ever since. I've had a steady job ever since I was 14. How many jobs have you had? And we were talking about this, and it's like such a dark, actual, like uniquely American thing.
Yeah.
To be like fetishized. Like, actually, it's kind of sad that I had to get a job at 14. Like, it's kind of bad. Like that.
Yeah.
Like we are such a work till you die grindcore culture in a way that no other Western culture is really.
I definitely saw the French protesting when they raised their retirement age.
Yeah.
Like they were
Well,
like,
and I'm sorry, Instagram stories, and if you have any friends in Europe, in the UK, what have you, they're on vacation again.
yeah.
They be on vacation. Always.
I was seeing some story. He was like, I'm in Valencia, and I was like, oh, for what? He goes, spring break. I was like, you're 35. What do you mean you're on spring break?
Yeah.
We don't do spring break.
Yeah, they work until 4.
Yeah.
They like and they get about as much shit as we do.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the secret. Because when I worked at startups, that was my day job. I worked in corporate America. I worked at startups, and the more I got promoted, the easier it got.
Yeah.
And these fucking email jobs, I'm sorry, there's no reason you need to be there for 8 hours a day. There was no reason. I would work for 2 hours a day and watch Gilmore Girls on my second monitor for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And like that is how so many people work, and it's like, why are we there for 8 hours?
I don't know, but my husband's the exact opposite. But he's in sales, so it's like commission. So he is constantly
He's hustling. Yeah. It's also an email job, I guess. But
what's the email? He's done a lot of emails, cold calls,
okay,
follow ups.
okay.
I sometimes it's like I like to watch him work because I'm just like, what's like a normal life? Like because you always quit and you go like, well, maybe I'll become a teacher, right? Do you ever think about quitting and becoming a teacher?
I have this year more so than any other year in the last 10 years threatened to get a day job.
What would you do?
I'd go back into tech, or I actually was hitting up people trying to get like creative exec jobs.
Okay.
Because again, I'm thinking we're fine now, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the longevity of my career, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be one of those people who gets to do this until they die or retire. And so I was like, maybe I should get a real job. And everyone has been like, you're being crazy, stop.
Yeah.
And so it's not there. What I've figured out is that I am not quite there. It is not quite that bad. Again, we are doing fine. We will be fine.
Worst case scenario, you
confident.
sell this fucking house, make a little bit of money, you fucking move to Austin, Texas.
That's
we
true.
could do
We've
this
thought
podcast all the time.
I could be your new ghost.
You're gonna be the ghost.
We could start a Patreon.
Yeah, no, that sounds. I mean, there's so many options, and it does feel like, well, what is next? And then you have to realize you don't know the future. Do people saying you're crazy because you definitely will continue working? Is that like a
that's
trigger?
what everybody thinks. I think that, like, for me, that's the thing about marriage, though, that I go back to, is that, like, it has put the future in very sharp perspective for me in a way that, like, when I was single and doing this, and even when I was doing, like, not well, and when I was doing well before I met him, it just, like, felt like very much like I could bop around and like go along, and like the ups and downs and the hills and valleys, the peaks and valleys of this industry that we all go through just felt very doable and chill, and like, whatever, I can do this, I'll push through. When now I have this other person in my life that I am also responsible for to a degree, I'm now much more like, okay, I can't play fast and loose with my future in the same way I can't like, it feels more dangerous to gamble on myself and bet on myself than it did before.
Even though he's probably like, gamble on yourself.
Yes, yeah, no,
yeah, take the risk. You can. It's not gambling when it's you.
He is very much like, I'll support you no matter what you do. And this is the annoying thing, is he's like, I will often say things like this in order, begging in my mind for him to be like, no, don't do that. And then he'll be like, okay, if this is what you want to do, I will stand behind you. And I'm like, no. But I've learned very quickly with him that like he does not operate that way. Like you cannot trick him into saying the things you want. You just have to be upfront.
Yeah, same.
But
Or I'm like, either I'm bad at tricking or this guy is not getting it.
little column A, little column B, probably.
Yeah. I go, oh shit, that is not the recipe I called for.
You just can't be passive aggressive with these guys.
It's so hard to be like, I'm sorry, I guess I was yelling at you because I want a hug.
Yeah. No, I was talking to this guy who's in a couple in Palm Springs last weekend who was like, my husband's mad at me because I stayed at this afters and I asked him like, do you want me to come home with you? And he was like, no. And he said it in a kind of way, but like he said no. And I was like, but he definitely wanted me to come home with him. And I was like, I was that guy.
Yeah.
And I've quickly learned that like, unfortunately that does not work on my husband. I will never work on my husband. I would always be mad at my husband if I tried to communicate with him that way. Wouldn't it be lovely if your partner was perfectly intuitive and you could be a passive aggressive little shit all the time and they just intuit all the things you're trying to say to them?
Yeah.
That would be great, but unfortunately that's not what I got, and so now I have to use my words.
It is your responsibility to say the words that are real. Like, like it is, and you also have to like create space so that person does feel comfortable using the real words and not hiding their feelings, because we're all walking into this with fucking baggage.
Totally.
So I mean, it's weird because at first I'd go like, all right, he does this because his mom did this, and then da 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 da, and psychoanalyze and go like, actually at the end of the day, I just need you to show up like this. And so that's what I'm expecting. So if I ask you, I need you to say the real thing. Mm-hmm. And I go, and it could be autism. I don't know. Or it could just be efficient communicating. Either way, just say how you feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's autism.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. But also, like, if you can't say how you feel, then I didn't create a safe space for you. Right?
True.
And that's been the case in the past.
Yeah. I'm going to start using that, actually. I'm sorry I was being passive aggressive, but I didn't feel safe.
I mean, it is a common thing where it's like especially in gay men, we have a feeling, or men, I guess, in general, we have a feeling. We're not supposed to have feelings. Hide the feeling. Act okay. And so you could just be like, actually, I'm not okay, and I don't know why. I don't want to impact your night. I'll process this, and I'll come back with a better answer.
Like, truly, the level of, like, open, like, hurdle, like, the trials and tribulations we've gone through, we have both, like, and it's always been on the table of, like, you can always pull the ripcord. If I go home with someone, at any point, you can say, actually, I'm not okay with this. I don't feel good about this. You need to come home.
Okay.
And he's done it.
Yeah.
And listen, is it annoying? Yeah.
Yeah.
But do I love him more than I love having rando sex with some guy on Fire Island? Yeah. So I'm going to do it. And like that is really hard to do, because like it takes a lot to like be honest with your and that's the only reason it works though, our open relationship is because he can say like he can feel comfortable to pull the ripcord, because a lot of couples don't feel comfortable doing that. They don't want to be the like, killjoy. They don't want to like, be the non-fun one. But like, both of us have had moments, I should say, that where we have pulled the ripcord. And it takes a lot to get to the place where you can feel okay about doing
when you
that.
pull the ripcord, is there like a conversation of like, hey, I'm sorry for pulling the ripcord. I stubbed my toe. It
hasn't happened a lot, but it is always very much like, hey, I really thought I was okay with this, but I sat alone in an Uber and really sat with my thoughts and feelings about this, and I'm not okay with it, and I'm feeling a certain kind of way, and I need you to come home.
Oh, I just need you right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a really easy... Yeah, I just need you right now.
There have been logistical reasons, too, I guess, in the past, too, of like, hey, I need you home because our house is flooding.
Uh-huh.
So
He's like, I gotta go.
like,
No, my husband can't go. He's across town. And it is a logistical no.
Yeah.
I'm not. This was fun. Wait. Do you have to? How is that wrap up? Because I usually, even if I'm not enjoying the person, I'll come and then I go.
No. The like, very few times it's happened. It's always like, hey, sorry, my husband needs me, so I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Needs me. Okay. I'm taking these words and bringing them home.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I gave him the ripcord, which is, I mean, that's a lot of power to hand. That now talk about rope. That is, that's some that's some rope that feels a lot like a leash in a way. To me, that's my instinct,
Yeah.
right? But I want to be with a person that I trust holding that leash, so I'm okay giving it to him.
It's a
right?
long ass leash, I will say, and it's so we had to get to a level of trust with each other too before we started implementing it, because like, yeah, I never feel like he's doing it in a controlling way. I never feel, and like, again, it doesn't happen a lot,
right?
You know, more often than not, we're free to do what we're free to do. It's just like yeah, no, it never feels constrictive.
Do you have? I have. That's like one of the biggest things I'm working in therapy, so I can dance again. Is feeling trapped and controlled. So anytime he does like like I actually resent the need to breathe.
Okay.
Like I'm just like, God doesn't like what a fucking piece of shit that he made this operating system need me to do that.
I feel that way about shitting, but yeah.
I mean, just anything I have to do, I'm like eating. I'm just like, fuck, I hate this. So when he just goes like, hey, I feel out of control. And then my brain assumes, it looks for the attacker and it goes, well, he's the one who doesn't want me to do it. So regardless of his intention, my body feels like it is being controlled, and it's not his fault. And I have to separate those things often. But I wonder, do you just assume that it doesn't feel controlling because you don't feel controlled?
No, I mean, listen, and let me be clear. I am not like thrilled, and neither is he when this situation pops up. But I understand it's coming from a place of like need, not control. It's like it's coming from a place of like, because the way we operate is so like it's 9 times out of 10 it's fine.
Yeah.
That like when the one time comes up, I know that it is because it's coming from a real place. It's not coming from a jealousy place. Like neither of us are jealous of the other person. That's another big thing, is that like I'm like very sure like he's not going to connect with anybody. He connects with like me. And like, go off, queen, if you do find that, then yeah,
bring him in.
Yeah. No. Then let me know. But like, my thing is always like, people are always like, aren't you worried that like one of the guys that he sleeps with, he's gonna like fall in love with and leave you for? And it's like, you realize that happens with
straight
monogamous
people.
couples too.
Yeah.
Like that can happen to anyone.
In fact,
literally anyone.
The chances of it happening for a monogamous person is actually way bigger because of the limited partners that they experience.
Well, and also like so often, like I feel like when you get a crush on someone and you're monogamous, it's like you build it up in your mind. You imagine what it would be like.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
she doesn't do any of the things that you do.
It becomes like this like idealized thing. And with us, it's like I get a crush on someone and then I fuck them and I'm like, oh boy, never mind.
Guess I'm not into diapers.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh God, I can never spend a lot of time with this person. But I was sexually attracted to them and I'm glad I got that out of my system. But
yeah, I get that. I play a video game for like a full week and then I set it down.
I will say, like, please God don't clip the open stuff.
Okay.
Because every single fucking time I talk about this on a podcast, queer tea must make it a headline. Like, and it's like, I don't even know how we ended up talking about it, but like, it's like the least interesting part of my relationship, and yet, it's fascinating to people, to certain kinds of people, and then some people are like, shut up,
yeah,
shut up, And it's like, okay.
Yeah. I don't have a PR person that's gonna be like, hey, do you want to write a story on Joachim Booster's open relation? He fucks everyone.
No, I said something about it like in a fucking unrelated interview on Queer Tea, like blew it up, and then I have like everyone fucking in my comments and DMs like telling me what a fucking like awful person I am, and it's so weird because I'm like, it's not your relationship, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The number of times I read on like Reddit or something like that, like on some gay Reddit, they'll be like, am I the only one who's interested in monogamy? And I'm like, you mean the predominant relationship form and structure of the entire world, including our community? I'm sorry. If you think that most gay men are not monogamous, it's confirmation bias. It's not real. Like,
Because they're probably not out at the bars.
no, exactly.
And so the people you're running into.
If you're at the fucking circuit party, then yeah. You're gonna run into a lot of non-monogamous couples. Go and join a fucking book club, bitch.
It is like going to Fist Fest. And be like, am I the only one who doesn't fist? It's like, you went to Fist Fest, you fucking moron.
Oh, you should talk, mister. I went to piss night and didn't want to piss on anybody.
Me?
At Berghain.
Oh.
Famously.
This is the thing, is like, I don't remember the things I do. And I go, oh yeah. I go, my husband would remember. He was.
You
the one who
stored that
remembered
memory. Yeah, you stored that memory. Actually, you stored it in me.
That's so great. It is so funny. There's somebody who goes like, so like, how are the homeless doing? And I was like, what? They're like, oh, last time I was with you, you were buying some lady a lice shampoo. And I was like, I was what? And then I was like, oh yeah, well, she needed lice shampoo. And so I DoorDashed her some lice shampoo. It was like a nothing day, but this person created this idea that I was just like out there washing I was like the houseless. I don't know.
Don't.
So I said crazy on a different podcast, and they were like, "Ooh, we don't say that word." And I was like,
"Wait, oh, yeah." I guess I did. I got that note when I wrote my movie. We had to take crazy out and replace it with wild.
Yeah,
you're acting kind of wild right now. Mm-hmm. I still say crazy, and I am literally crazy.
That is,
I am one of the ones who's hurt by it. So.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not doing great.
Yeah,
I'm fine. But that's the thing, is like, I think being that person, you go, I'm not encompassing your identity as crazy. I go, you're having a moment. Mm-hmm. And so, but my husband's brother is bipolar schizophrenic, which is a different word, but I forget it. And so when I say like, dude, you're being crazy right now, he's like, I love my brother. Like, oh no. Oh, yeah. Like, it's so, that's what I love about getting triggered, is because it's just like, everyone has their trigger. Yeah. And you don't know what it's going to be.
And you better believe fucking conservative people do too. That's the fucking insane, like, double standard that, like, drives me crazy, is they think that, like, only, and this is true in stand-up too, when the right loves to talk about Clapter as though it is exclusively a progressive left-leaning comic issue, when I'm so sorry, but like, this is happening in conservative comic circles as well, sir. Like, you can't just go out on stage and say like, I believe men are men and women are women. You know,
what's the punchline?
Exactly. Always. I hate it equally on both.
Yeah. When I think he's not booking me. Joe Rogan and Bill Maher. It's like the same person. It's just, right. Can you believe that? Or it's just crazy. Yeah. My sister is a Republican, and and she's my best friend, and we just don't talk about it. But I trigger the shit out of her. She told me that there was a prostitution ring of dogs.
Say what?
On the Skid Row in LA, she was actually pissed off at me and yelling because she said it wasn't a dog prostitution ring. It was the homeless people, I'm quoting her, on Skid Row. I don't know. This is not true. I'm pretty sure are stealing dogs like gypsies. Again, I'm quoting her, and using them as test animals to see if their drugs are laced with fentanyl, so that they don't die, and then they're fucked up on it, and then they're raping the dogs. And I was like, that's just not true. And then that triggered her.
Yeah, that is the thing. Is like words like crazy tend to trigger, I guess, leftists or progressive people, and then like the truth tends to trigger conservative people.
tends to. I don't know. I go, we can talk about, there's so many things to talk about, and literally neither of our vote matters. So we're basically like a married couple that's like, our votes cancel out. Mm-hmm. We just know that our votes cancel out. Yeah. I live in Texas, so my vote doesn't matter at all.
Same, California, bitch.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah. Where are you trying to get in? Spencer Pratt right now?
Oh my God.
I don't know who any of the other people are. I just...
It's a real bleak situation over here, governor-wise and mayor-wise. There's just no great options.
But available. Think about a time when there was. You don't know. It was 2015, and then...
Yeah, I must be storing those times in my husband.
Yeah. Yeah. I think about this a lot, like the it was better and conversation. It happens in every generation. It used to not be like this. It's always better. But when you're a kid, you don't have the responsibility of paying for stuff. So like, what do you know about back when?
Yeah.
So your idea of the economy was better, whatever was better, was from the viewpoint of a person that was taking care of you.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for food.
No, that's true. Except I did when I was 14 and I had a fucking job.
Yeah.
So.
I actually tried to get a job at 14, and they said, it's not your age, it's you. And I go, I understand. I'll come back when I'm 15 and ready. Yeah. And then they had a law that it was 16, and then I got a job at a Cold Stone Creamery.
Wait, I worked at a Cold Stone Creamery.
Really?
This was the reason I came out in high school.
Oh, there was another kid who came out at Cold Stone Creamery.
Well, Cold Stone Creamery is famously the underground railroad for gay teens in the suburbs.
No one saved me.
Oh.
They left me in the basement.
I see.
They were like, actually, you're going to go further into the closet? Because you ain't coming out until you cooked.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I remember making up my own songs. It was fun.
Yeah.
That was 14 you were?
No. I was like 16 or 17 when I worked at Cold Stone. 16, yeah.
And it was... you were in Chicago?
Chicago, yeah.
Pretty fucking cold up there.
Yeah, it was a seasonal business for sure.
For sure, but yeah. I still worked in the winter, and it was. I remember looking out; it was blizzarding, and like I would just get so fucking high, eat whatever ice cream I wanted, and turn on Disney.
Where?
At Cold Stone Creamery.
There were TVs?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't have those.
Yeah, it was that and the Dave Matthews concert.
No, I got fired eventually for calling my fucking Mormon child bride manager, Stephanie Hook. Maybe bleep it.
There's so many Mormon Stephanie Hooks.
Yeah. Well, she was 19 and she'd been married already for 2 years, I believe. So, and she was a manager of a Cold Stone. And she was a bitch.
Did she just a regular bitch, or was she specifically targeting the... She can't hire, because you want ones that sing good, but then they hate gays.
Yeah, no, that was the problem. She was definitely...
She wanted a dancey one.
Very homophobic and weird about it. And and then I unfortunately gave her the perfect ammunition to fire my gay little ass, because she couldn't fire me for being gay.
When you just snapped?
I was washing dishes and she was in her office. I didn't think she could hear me, and I said, wow, she's being kind of a bitch today.
And it's so crazy. I haven't ever had a real job. I go, and that gets you fired? That is...
Not great. Listen, not proud 16, but like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Was,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of like the first jokes was actually just a story that I was like, what? I remember like a Uber pulling up and it was like 30 yards away, and she did this to me, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, you pull up, like, so I did that, and she did that again. I was like, why the fuck is this bitch being such a bitch? But then her window was rolled down, and so I just got her and was like, sup, bitch.
Yeah, pivot.
Yeah,
pivot.
Yeah, I just code switched, even though she was being a little bit ridiculous. I yelled at a man on the plane on the way here.
Really?
Well, I didn't. The words were heavy, but I didn't raise my voice. He said we were sitting in the back of the plane. Plane got canceled 4 times. This guy was like, "Is your bag up there?" And we're in the back of the plane. I was like, "Yeah, is your bag up there?" And he was like, "Yeah, we'd like to stand up. Can you get it?" And I was like, "Full plane." I go, "Yeah, I guess I could save us 2 seconds." So I stood up, and he's like, "Why? I don't know what all the sass is about." I go, "It's because you have bad ideas." You have bad ideas.
Oh.
I go,
That's really hard to come up with in the moment. I applaud you, sir.
I mean, and then I go, because you can't stand up right now, right? Because this is your pregnant wife. And he was like, kind of like doing that thing where like the ceiling was preventing him from standing. I go, but I'll take my bag. And I just did it. I went, ooh.
I almost got the shit kicked out of me at Equinox the other day because they went up to a guy who was training his girlfriend on one of the machines, eating chicken on the floor. And I said the very normal sentence, "Hey, how many more do you guys have on this?" Mm-hmm. And he went, 5. And I was like, "Sorry, 5?" And he literally, this is how quickly it escalated. He went, 5? Fucking faggot. And I was like, "Excuse me?" And then we started going back and forth, and he just jumped immediately to like, "Little boy, you don't want to fuck with me." He was like 5 times my size, and like very clearly could have beat the shit out of me if he wanted to. But I was like, he kept being like, "Little boy, you don't want to fuck with me. You don't want to fuck with me." And I was like, "Yes, I do. Yes, I fucking do." He's like, "Well, then let's go outside." And I was like, No, let's do it here. Let's do it fucking here.
Yeah.
And like I kept saying that, and then he was like, "You realize I will snap you in half." And I was like, "Yeah, and my recovery time will be less than your jail sentence, so have fucking fun with that." And this is right around the time where one of the Equinox trainers came over and was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, stop.
Oh, they have 5 left. Don't worry.
yeah.
I'm just waiting till they're done.
It was so crazy though.
And
Again, I'm unwell, so I was like, I would not be the first or last bipolar person going through it who got themselves fucking destroyed. by someone bigger than them.
I don't know why, but as soon as there's like any adrenaline in me, I become the sassiest little cunt. I'm like my all of my survival techniques are out, and I'm like, we're gonna do words, and then if you do something physical, it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, like, I don't know where it comes from. Like, I don't know where the words come from, and I also don't know how to fight.
Yeah.
Violence, probably.
I used to, in college, my junior year, every Thursday we go to the only bar on campus, Lock, Stock, and Barrel, and me and the soccer player, Rukudon, straight, unfortunately, would get so fucked up, we'd go out into the parking lot and do this thing where we'd punch each other in the face until one of us said stop. And I will say, Rukudon taught me how to punch, and more importantly, I think, taught me how to take a punch.
Yeah. I mean, one can really set you off. Because if you go into berserker mode after one, you're done. Yeah. You're done. I also really hope I don't have to ever get hit in the face again. I really don't want that. I'm really hoping that because of the sass, they go like, oh, this would be a hate crime too.
More added years.
Yeah.
Added years.
I was thinking more of a civil suit for me.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Because we could really use some more sugarcane field. All the violence in my life, I go, you don't know how much sugarcane field I'm going to get out of this. Like, punch me once, shame on me. Punch me twice, 12 acres. I try to get them to call me faggot. I go, why are you doing this? Like,
that was the first time an adult person... it's happened.
It must have happened.
It usually happens drive-by. It usually happens as the person is like in transit. It's never happened like so blatantly, so
at
quickly.
An Equinox.
At the Hollywood Equinox, which I did eventually went up to the trainer who broke us apart, and I was like, "Hey man, sorry about earlier." He did call me a faggot, and he was like, "Oh, that's crazy here."
Yeah, like it is. What I mean, you go to Texas, you go like, "Oh, that guy called me a faggot." No one blinks an eye. We go, "Of course." What were you doing?
Yeah.
Here you go. I thought you guys solved it.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like a.
How do you even differentiate faggots from just the regular straight guys who are
at Equinox?
Yeah.
Because I've tried.
And then let me tell you, she did not The girlfriend's silent the entire time. Didn't even do 5. Didn't even do 5 more. And
Wait, did you watch?
I had to work out next to them because they were on the fucking hip thrust machine. And then I stepped aside and used the fucking belt squat machine next to them the whole time. Mm-hmm. And
did you count?
Oh, I was counting. Because also I was like, they'd been working on the machine for
5
a while.
reps is crazy.
No. 5 sets. Yeah.
Sets.
And it was more than 5, or supposedly, because they had already done a couple on it. I had seen while I was using the machine before, and I was like planning on going over there. So I was like, okay. That's why when he said 5, I asked him again if I had heard it correctly. Because I was like,
5.
You've been working on this machine for a while, and you're using 5. What are you doing? German volume training on the hip thrust machine?
Yeah, I go.
Like,
You just like. I hate to be a faggot, but like muscle fatigue isn't there for growth. You need muscle failure. I mean, can we up your weight? I mean, what are your goals?
yeah. Anyways,
especially to call somebody. My dad won't even do the hip thrust machine because he says it's too gay.
he's right.
I mean, but having a fat ass, I think that my dad just likes having his dick look bigger. And now we're back. Full circle. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Joel. We're just waiting for the callback.
Yeah.
Check out everything. You know where to find Joel. Do you want to say?
I hate Joel Kim on Instagram. That's where any shows I have will be and shit like that.
Great. And I like to do a catch-all. It's one segment. It's famous. Do you have any questions for me?
Cut or uncut?
Cut.
You know, Gen Alpha is going to be the first American generation of men who are mostly uncut because insurance will no longer cover it. You have to opt in.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's actually going to be a little bit of like a class system. Oh, you come from money.
Did not even think about that. That's so funny.
Oh my god. Okay. Somebody has a loving family. Health
Some
insurance.
problematic connotations there too, but maybe we should end this.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that, guys. And that's why we say, don't ask me a question. Bye.
So